I wasn't afraid to just feel shit, basically. Isolation, reduced performance in everyday tasks. Being almost 1 in 3 Europeans have reported a decline. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you had an amazing Easter and had fun with your friends and family. Now we're back, and we're back in this beautiful location. It's in SAPIENS VELVÄRE. So check out their webpage, which will be linked below this video. As you can see in the title, today we're gonna talk about burnout and how to recover from that. First, I just wanted to clarify a definition to this phenomenon. What is burnout? Burnout is a state of physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion. It can occur when you experience long-time stress in your job or when you have worked in a physically or emotionally draining role for a long time. In 2019, burnout was recognized by the World Health Organization as an occupational phenomenon. Burnout for the first time has been defined in 1974, and since then definition changed a little bit. Stata, which is an international company with focus on pharmaceutical market, had a health report in 2022, and that showed that the self-assessed burnout level, those who have experienced such feelings or believe they're on the verge of burning out, has reached an all-time high of 59%. As for the general mental well-being, almost 1 in 3 Europeans have reported a decline, which is 29%. Women are more likely to suffer from burnout. In 2020, 32% of women said that they were constantly burnt out at work, while only 28% of men reported feeling burnout. The highest rate of burnout was reported between people group with mid-level income. Let's take a look in the causes of burnout. It can be workloads that is not matching to your capacity. It can be lack of control, unclear job expectations and values mismatch, dysfunctional workplace dynamics, for example, bullying, extremes of activity, lack of social support, work-life imbalance, reward, community, when you don't have enough supportive and reliable colleagues, and fairness. In this video, I used a book of Emily and Amelie Nagoski. They wrote that our bodies are designed to respond to stress by going through a cycle of activation and deactivation. But many of us are stuck in a state of constant activation due to demands of modern life. Categorize them in 3 sections. So first one is physical symptoms. It can be headaches, stomach aches, fatigue, frequent illness, changes in appetite or sleep. Second category is emotional symptoms. It's the feeling of helplessness, cynicism, sense of failure or self-doubt, decreased satisfaction, feeling detached or alone in the world, and loss of motivation. And third one is behavioral signs. It can be as isolation, reduced performance in everyday tasks, procrastination, outbursts, and using substances to cope. I personally experienced all of those symptoms, all of this bouquet, for 2 times in my life. First episode was in 2021, and it was like almost everything there. And the second time it was more dramatic, and as I was talking in previous video, it was in 2023. Okay, so let's start with solutions. Coffee is always a good answer. In this chapter, I'm gonna talk about their experience, about their solutions, and as well my personal. First and foremost, you need to seek for help. I just can't stress enough how important this is. First of all, you need to acknowledge that you have this problem. Go and see your doctor, explain the situation. And I understand, of course, that in some countries that is not, even doctors are not so known with this health condition. Your health is your responsibility. You're the boss. Just you know what is that you need right now in this exact moment. Just you feel how tired you are, how helpless you are. No one else can help you with this. Second one was presented in the Emily's and Amelia's book. You need to show yourself self-compassion and self-care. Tip number 3 is peace. First, you need to understand what are the stress factors that got you there. And now you need to eliminate them from your life, at least for this healing period. I understand that sometimes it could be difficult if you have kids, if you have family, if you have job, if you have another hobbies and other things. But in this time, you need to communicate with people who are around you and try to tell them what is the situation right now. 4, get yourself a therapist. I mean, that is pretty essential. For me, therapist and journaling together worked really good, because you need to understand that burnout is just the tip of the iceberg of something else that is going on in your unconsciousness. Like, for example, feeling of unworthiness. You need to find out what is the root cause. Good and balanced nutrition and sleep hygiene that they were talking about in this book. And one more thing I can say yes to the power naps. Surround yourself with supportive people. Building relationships and social support can help combat feelings of isolation and burnout, as Amelia and Emily write in their book. And I can 110% agree with this statement. Supportive people around me helped me so much. So grateful that they've been there. Of course, not everyone understood what I'm going through, but I was good at communicating. I was good at telling about my feelings, about telling about how I am, how do I feel. And another thing that I wasn't even afraid to show my feelings. I wasn't afraid to cry. I wasn't afraid to just feel shit, basically. In the book, they were talking about movements, and I totally agree on that as well. We need to move our body. Meditations. There is a tons of thousands of millions, trillions different meditations. You can try whatever helps you, and plus you can implement mindfulness practices. Try to be in this present moment as much as you can. There is a good practice. For example, if you're out in the forest and just walking, try to notice how your feet touches the ground, how you're breathing, what kind of sounds do you hear in the nature. Try to be aware of all those things. Try to focus on everything that is around you. Next one is checking with yourself. How are you doing? In this period, you need to be with yourself as gentle, as kind as it's possible. Be with yourself like with a 5-year-old child. Ask yourself all the time, how am I right now? When I woke up, you can ask yourself, do I want to eat right now? What do I really want to eat? If I want to go for a walk, check with yourself all the time. You need need to eliminate the stress factors from your life. Now it's just you, your time, you thinking about yourself. And no, it's not being selfish. Take a break from social media and all the other distractions. Now your focus needs to be not on other people, but just on yourself. Another tip is escapism activities. For example, binging on some reality shows or series, but there is some kind of a reason why you're escaping from reality and from this state where you're at. Stop this action and try to ask yourself, what kind of feelings am I running from? What kind of feelings I don't want to experience right now? Is that boredom? The last one is people that sucks out energy of you need to be removed, either for this type of period or just for forever, because you've been out there and giving your energy, your valuable energy, way too much to people who are not really appreciating that. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found a lot of helpful information about you, and I hope that I raised awareness around this topic, and I hope you'll have an amazing week, an amazing weekend, and I'll see you on the next video.